be praised for being strong anymore. I'm tired of being strong. Fuck being strong. Especially being somewhat of a black woman myself. Praising me for being a strong black woman seems to be society's alternative to fucking helping me. I don't exist to be a walking inspiration to you weak bitches. I'm a weak bitch too. Limp wrist, fragile, weak. I am weak.
But no, Nikki, you're strong because you survived so much trauma.
Well, yeah, because the alternative is dying, you dumb fuck. You should be proud that your body did its fucking job to keep you alive, no matter the odds. No, fuck you. I'm a damsel in distress. Coddle me, motherfucker. Pity me. Help me. And don't you dare try to sway me by calling me strong anyways. It's not a flex. I'm weak. Listen to the words that are coming out of my fucking mouth. I am weak.
Very, very, very sacred with even what you eat, what you breathe, who you're around, because you literally become what you receive and what you choose or maybe not even choose to absorb sometimes. Women who have multiple men's DNA inside of them also as well become crazy because they have so many different personalities and imprints on them, so many different breeds inside of them. So it says, to simplify this, is that it means that a woman will become an amalgamation of every man with whom she has sexual intercourse. A woman will begin to develop the traits and characteristics both physically and mentality of the man who has ejaculated inside of her, then passes these imprints on to her children. This damaging form of microchirism results from the flow of genetic material that is carried by a man's sperm after ejaculation during sexual intercourse. Sperm breaks the blood barrier of the uterus and it goes up to the brain where it finds its way into the nuclei of the neurons. It says the neurons are then subject to the process known as genetic recombination, in which the cells are forever altered in favor of the genetic material being carried by the sperm, which means it cannot be changed. For this reason, a man shall forever leave both his father and his mother and forever be joined by his wife, and two shall become one flesh.
We doing again? Oh, I got time today. So what you're saying is that every time my man buys me Rita's, I come home and make sure I give him something extra special. And in your mind, my man's paying me for sex. My husband, my damn husband, is going on 23 years and it's going on 20 years of marriage. And my husband can't buy me Rita's and I can't go home and give him sex unless that means he's paying for sex. So I guess when I cook dinner and he comes and give me some, I'm paying him. Or when I just stop by the cigar store and buy him a nice cigar because I know my man likes cigar, and it turns him on and he gives me some, I'm paying him. Well, so be it. He got a large, so where am I gonna give him some? Time to pay up. Let me run to the dollar store and get a card and some cashews so he can pay up. He love them cashews. Bang, bang, bang! Stay out in business.
Where she talked about a man's 4 appetites. She said men are simple. Basically, they have a sexual appetite, a physical appetite, an emotional appetite, and a visual appetite. Sexual appetite's kind of self-explanatory. Emotional appetite, meaning they want somebody who cares about them genuinely and wants to know about their life, wants to know about their day, wants to know about their goals and their dreams, and it matters to them. She also said men have a physical appetite. So helping take care of his physical needs. So knowing how to pay attention to his life and seeing what you can add to it. I'm going to pretend in the context of marriage, because being married is different than relationships. But, knowing how to cook, knowing how to keep a clean space, to make a house a home, how to be nurturing, how to be resourceful, and basically how to take care of day-to-day details so that he can focus on the bigger vision for your family's future. And then the final one is visual. I feel like people get upset about this one, but men are visual creatures, and they like to see that you put effort into your physical appearance for him.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep it 100.
Is the radicalized feminist movement, right? You have women running around telling other women that they don't need men, that is a token of your security in life, that you don't need men. The good news is that biology will take those people out, right? What an idea to tell little girls that there's something fundamentally wrong with being a woman in general. We've seen this attack on femininity, right? It's like the uglier you can get, the more points you earn in the world of feminism. This is like progressivism unleashed, right? The grimier you can look, then you're sticking it to the man, the patriarchy. But at the same time, feminism also says that the height of feminism is taking your clothes off, right? This is the direction that culture is going, because you know what? We also celebrate promiscuity now, is what radical feminism is about. Let me tell you something. If you think that the only way to make it in life you have to take your clothes off, you are not free. You are in bondage.
To do with that. They only introduced it to break down the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement started with the black man, the black woman, and the black child standing together, trying to plead for freedom, justice, and equality, and more benefits in the country that they had built. They threw the white woman in there with the women's liberation movement and made it a woman against man thing. That created a big separation between black men and black women, because then everybody started going for self. Then they bring the welfare system in and tell us in order to feed and clothe and house our children, we have to give up our man. You have to put the man out of the house. When the white farm wife goes to the government for subsidy for the farm, they don't tell her to get rid of the farmer. They keep that family together. But in the black community, they make it a requirement.
That's just the truth. We have to look at our condition in the light of truth. Stop reacting emotionally and pretending that just because we don't want to deal. One of the most difficult things that I deal with out here is trying to teach our people the difference between an actual fact and an opinion. Our people think that they can accept or reject truth based on how they feel about it. Your feelings don't change the truth. The truth is just going to be there. You can feel any kind of way you want to feel about it. Those kind of emotions have kept us from growing. Because anything we don't like, we just reject that and say, well, I don't believe that. That don't mean that it's not the truth. It just makes you a disbeliever.